Yes, Platinum starts today. This is the first game of Platinum League. Let me just quickly change that. It's a play all three again. Don't forget, guys, these are the group stages. This league Platinum. Classicpro, Liereyy, return to map. But I'm still going to switch them. Sorry, guys, but it's just I can't. Standard introduction. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome, guys. First game of the first set of T90 Titans League, Platinum League. We have Classicpro in red playing as the Khmer versus Liereyy in blue playing as the Franks. Yeah, so Franks, classic choice for this matchup. Very good mobility with their cap. There's a lot of berries. Their eco is insane, I would say. But I just realized that this game is being played on the current patch right now. And on the current patch, Franks don't get the cheap castles anymore. I mean, they still get cheap castles, but they don't get... Wait, I think the discount was reduced from 25% to 15%, if I'm not mistaken. And that's interesting because only 2 sets have been played on the current patch, and for now the rest of the tournament will be continued on the previous patch, and that will still apply. So I feel like Liereyy kind of shot himself in the foot a bit with the Frank picks if he was going for the cheap castles and the map control with them. Yeah, exactly. Okay, however, he still has an insane map for this particular matchup. I'm looking at his map. I see berries here. Berries here. They do start with a berry bush under their TC. Yes, TTL Platinum will be old patch, but this set is new patch because in the meantime, while they decided to play the games on the old patch, this was already played. So is the set that's going to be after this one, which is Ganji Bars. No, I approve of that because the current patch is very bad. The current patch has all kind of problems regarding the pathing of the units, especially pathing. It's absolutely unplayable at times. It's also unplayable due to lag. Like a lot of players are lagging badly. Yeah, there are issues. There are big issues with the current patch, I would say. Okay, we talked about food. The berries are super important for Liereyy as Franks, as he is gathering faster as Franks. This is one of their main civ bonus. Then he does have weird goal positioning, I would say. This is a safe-ish gold, but it's very far away from his TC. Secondaries are absolutely awful. Very far away from his TCs. Yeah, this one is here. And same with the stone. Very exposed one here in the front and then far away here in the back. Or on the other side. Hey, wait up. Hey. So yes, it's a bit tricky in terms of mineral for Liereyy this game. By the way, he's already up 18 pop, same as Classicpro, playing as Khmer. And as you guys know, Khmer do have the option to skip the buildings necessary to go up to the next stage. So we might even see Classicpro skipping the barracks. Now, skipping the barracks, that means he won't have access to spears. We see that unit being added quite a lot of times in the Scouts War, which is what these players are going to go for. With this fast up time, mill, And one single lumber camp here from Classicpro. Even if he's saving wood from like not doing the barracks, I feel like this is a bit greedy. Would you recommend skipping the barracks in a Scout versus Scout matchup? I think so. I mean, the thing is, Classicpro is going to skip the barracks, but he's gonna save the wood for that building, right? So he has the wood almost immediately to put down an archer range. And I would like to see him moving on with 2 villagers to gold and add in a couple of archers. And at the end of the day, that will force Liereyy into investing into an archer range and maybe a couple of scrims, right? Or more scouts. It's harder to deal with scouts archers than with scouts spears. But there are going to be... Where is that? No, he's gonna add a barracks. Because all of that investment means that you need to... Exactly. This is a problem. Liereyy knows that he can send the first spear immediately forward. Because there's no way Classicpro can deal with this. So he's going to add a barracks after all. And he's going to go into spears himself. Also, that's good because going into spear yourself makes it easier to add a couple of pikemen in Castle Age. Hey Moose, how's it going? How's it going? Great save here on that villager. Another bonus of the Khmer is that you can just hop into houses to save your weak villagers. Classicpro's map is way better in terms of minerals. There are back golds there. Liereyy is doing well on this fight. Oh, this villager is still wounded here. Okay, finished the house, hopped into it. That's a lot of spears from Liereyy, but all in all, that was still an okay-ish fight for Classicpro. For this triple the army numbers now for Liereyy, but he's losing a couple. He's losing a couple to the TC. Oh, and now suddenly the army numbers are getting closer. Classicpro needs a couple more spears, and he's making them. And there's the archer range as well. Liereyy has so many farms. So many farms. Yeah, he's holding it well so far. He's moving on to gold, but for Frank scouts right there. Okay, he's moving with the spears. I love that he has the 2 houses, so he can just hop into them with the villagers if his wood lines are being attacked. Now, obviously, if those scouts get into the wood line, they can just block a villager and make it way more trickier to get into the houses. I would still prefer 2 more palisades here and 1 here, just to like not care about that wood line in particular anymore. Now going with 2 scouts on the opposite side, trying to make a counterattack here on Lierey's base, but Matador. Matador. Hello. Oh, great find here actually on Lierey's gold villagers. Spear comes in defense. Yeah, archer range from Liereyy as well, so it's going to be spears. That's a lot of spears. There's 5 spears and 6 scouts, and exactly what look at it. Please put a house there, please cover that hole, because it gives me anxiety. Classicpro should go home and gather all his army, and seems like he's doing that. Because Liereyy is being annoying here in the front of his base. Hey, Hoofy. Hey, Hoofy, how's it going? Do you guys think Liereyy needs a tower on this gold? Probably not. Oh, Classicpro is getting bloodlines. So, bloodlines? No, but he's fighting before bloodlines, actually. Archers are there to deal with the spears. Lierey's scrims are still far away. So, once Classicpro gets bloodlines, his scouts are going to be better in terms of upgrades. Liereyy doesn't have any blacksmith upgrades and he doesn't have access to bloodlines to begin with. These scrims are goner. A great micro here from Classicpro. Skirm are still alive though. Both of the players are microing very well. Classicpro is going to lose all of his army here. Still has bloodlines though. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not, and the tower does go up, but a bit too late. I'm not sure Liereyy can fight this. And the first eco KD went to Classicpro. Wait up, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Hoofy. Thank you, thank you. Liereyy doesn't come on top after all. Classicpro did have better upgrades on his army, but way more farms. 16 farms working for Liereyy. Stating it in his uptime. He's up to the castle age. And the second stable is coming up. Classicpro is investing more into army. He's trying to break in through here, but I feel like Liereyy is fine. It's only 1 minute until Castle Age is being reached, and in just a couple of nights we'll be able to clean all of this. It's not a scary army. It's not a scary army. Now, in the same time, 20 farms from Classicpro. No horse color. Now, I understand it, you're Khmer, but even more so, he's only on 1 lumber camp. He has 17 vills on that lumber camp, so that's a bit inefficient. That's a bit inefficient. His wood will start to run out soon, and when those farms will expire, he's gonna hurt. Tower on the gold as well, I don't mind that. And seeing Liereyy advancing to Castle Age that fast, he's putting down a second barracks, idling a bit to go up to the next stage. He can click up. He did. But Classicpro is here at the gold. Okay, they still 1-2-0. A couple of villagers might go down because they're low HP. And he's focusing them. And he's focusing them. Oh, she got away. She got away with 2 HP, guys. But Classicpro is going to try to fight the knights. There's still a lot of army for him now. Liereyy won't be able to clean all of it. Maybe now. Maybe now with 2 more knights coming. Well, or not. See, they're just stopping there. Obviously, they're a bit far away to aggro, but I mean, still, that was annoying. Almost cost Liereyy more, but now he was able to clean everything, putting down a market to balance his eco, and he's sending the knights to counterattack. Moving on to stone. Hello, Ian. Hello. I heard vampires do not sleep. But don't you think they don't want to sometimes? I feel like maybe Classicpro is saving the space for a TC here, but a TC cannot fit here. I feel like there's a hill. Obviously, everyone wants a safe TC on the wood line on this map, but okay, a couple of knights are forward. Pikeman upgrade immediately for Classicpro. And monastery along with a couple of knights. Now, eco is similar. Liereyy lost 2 villagers. Idle TC is similar as well. This game is still close here, but Liereyy has 10 knights ready on the field. Only the armor on them. But now pikes are there, and pikes do have bonus damage. Hearing Danny and Mihai, I realized I really like the Romanian accent. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Like, I'm trying to hide it sometimes too much, but it's impossible at times. Classicpro has a neat base that I would like to visit. I think Liereyy is gonna pay a visit to his woodline as well. And this is it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, finally he got horse color. I missed that. But he's starting to like wood here. Yes, his eco efficiency is maybe not the best. I'm so curious about the resources collected because their eco is very similar. Oh, actually more resources for Classicpro. Okay. Well, don't mind me. That's surprising. That's surprising. Classicpro with a counterattack. Snipes another villager. This goal might be in danger, but there are 2 monks in defense. Now, it's true that there is a scout, but is Classicpro paying attention to this to go snipe it? There's also a knight here in defense. And now Classicpro has the score lead for now. He's only on 1 TC. Liereyy added the second one on stone. Yeah, well, I was judging Classicpro, but Liereyy was on 1 lumber camp as well, and he only made a second one now to make that better. In terms of eco upgrades, Classicpro is missing both of the Castle Age economic upgrades. Oh, he's just getting the wood one. The problem is he doesn't have the wood for a second DC, nor enough farms to produce from a monastery, 2 barracks, and 2 stables. There's getting +2. Suffering from some raids here. Eco KD is 4 to 2. General KD is still pretty close, 37 to 31 for now. Classicpro is going for the forging instead of second armor. I like that actually because that affects both spears and knights. And I feel like he's taking this fight a bit too early. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. The monks were there. The pikes are coming as well. But he should definitely not take the fight under the TC. Yeah. Liereyy managed to completely take out all of the knights. He was fighting after all, only with the first armor under the TC, getting sanctity, and now he is preparing a siege push here. Second TC, it's a farming TC. I mean, not a farming TC, but kind of protects this wood line somewhat, right? It's closer to this gold and this stone, so I still don't like it though. I still don't like it. It's one of the TCs of all time. Exactly. Let's just put it like this. He put down a TC, okay? That's a lot of army. That's a lot of army for Liereyy, and he has better upgrades. But Classicpro has a couple of the counter units. I don't think that was the best fight he could have taken. Don't feel like that's the best fight, and definitely don't like the mangonel here until you're not sure that you win that fight. And he didn't win that fight. And now this is the problem with when you're putting forward aggression. If Liereyy wins, and let me get this straight, Liereyy won by far. now all of this just snowballs into his base, and it's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's impossible for Classic Pro to deal with this amount of army without falling way too behind. So game number 1 goes to Liereyy. Yeah, resources collected were pretty close in the end. Yeah, better. Just better army for Liereyy. He just committed to 1 unit, and that was knights. He did add a couple of monks behind. But Classic Pro was forced into the pike upgrade. There were a couple of knights that he had to deal with ASAP. Because he reached Castle Age later, right? And he didn't have time for a monastery, for massing a couple of knights, for monks, for all of that. He had spears and he needed pikes. So those are all resources invested into a unit that's not that strong, right? What is that, Ian? I don't know what you're talking about. So now we're going to see Classic Pro's home map. It's going to be graveyards, right? And it's probably going to be Lithuanians, Magyars, right? What you guys think? Yeah, it's going to be Lithuanians, Magyars. Playing open maps against Liereyy doesn't feel like a great idea. Yeah, but Classic Pro is an open map player as well. He's not a clown. I like Classic Pro's playstyle actually. He's a good, promising player, and he's young, right? Definitely a lot of potential there. I'm going to switch Classic Pro to red now, and I'm going to start the game number 2 with the proper introductions. We have Classic Pro in red playing as Lithuanians versus Liereyy in blue playing as the Magyars on graveyards. Is it me, or it's a bit of a, I don't know, interesting generation? Yeah, maybe I would expect Liereyy to be more in the south based on Classic Pro's position. But yeah, you guys know the map already. Sparse woodline, sorry. Very open map. Very aggressive. Looking at this exact generation, look at all the woodlines. Classic Pro's woodlines are so far away from his TC. How does his scouting look like? Yeah, he sees that all of them are super far away. He could go for some greedy walls. He could wall between all of these woodlines, but that's, I don't know, that's very hard to defend. Pushing in a couple of deer. They do start with 2 boars on this map. There are berries. 2 golds and 2 stones. Stones in the back, gold in the front here. So he needs to go for some walls, maybe with the edge of the map, and then here maybe with the TC or somewhat, but walling between the wood lines and having safe berries and gold in the end sounds like a good plan. Even though, then again, If you want to do a second wood line, a second lumber camp, I mean, it's going to be on a forward wood line. It's a bit tricky for sure for Classicpro. Now looking at Lierey's map is very similar. Same, very open wood lines. Pretty much all of them exposed. Only one back wood line. Double forward gold, stone in the back, and then like side berries kind of exposed as well. And now another thing about this map is that there are 11 relics on it, and looking at it, it's like they're pretty even or not. I would say that they're in favor of Liereyy. What do you guys think? Look at the minimap. All of these are next to Lierey's base. Oh my god. Classicpro, however, has 3 relics in the back of his base. He's probably going to contest the other 3 in the front, but those are still pretty close to Lierey's base. Two of the relics are between them. Yes, for instance, these two. But these two, I feel like they're still way closer to Lierey's base than to Classicpro's base. I feel like the relics are a bit in favor of Liereyy. Now, 18 pop from both of them. Both of them are up to the feudal age. I think, again, it's going to be scouts and a couple of spears. A lot of scouts, possibly. This map is very open, and you do want to save those scouts for the castle age, to maybe invest into light cav. And I think it's going to be I think it's for sure going to be light cav and fight for the relics. Lithuanians do get +1 attack for each relic they are putting in their monastery, up to 4. Yeah, barracks is going up pretty late. It's going to be a scout opening from Classicpro, same from Liereyy. But Magyars do get +2 attack, +1 attack, and +2 attack in Castle Age for free on their cavalry and their infantry. So scouts and spears do feel like an advantage here for Liereyy in feudal age and the beginning of Castle Age. Until Classicpro maybe gets 2 relics, then he can just match Lierey's upgrades without actually researching them from the blacksmith. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Lithuanians don't get Blast Furnace, right? So let me actually check that, so I don't talk. So I don't. Do they? They don't get Blast Furnace. So in the end, like even with 4 relics, they don't get extra 4 attack on their cavalry. They only get extra 2. With all the blacksmith upgrades. I mean, there it is. Scouts versus Scouts. Classicpro is getting town watch because he's housed at 25. That's gonna hurt him a bit because Larry's gonna get out a couple more army and he's already gonna have an advantage. With a better... They do not. Yeah, I always forget about this. I always forget about the capture age overlay. But yeah, thanks, Ian. Yeah, and like I said, not super good that Classicpro is falling behind in army numbers since he has the weaker army right now, right? Lierey's scouts are better than his, and so are the spears. There's only 1 spear though, in defense on the berries. And same for Classicpro. He's engaging here, but that's not a fight that he should take. I feel like it's gonna be... Oh, great micro there from both of them. That scout needs to... that villager, I mean, needs to go away somewhere else. No, she's just gonna quick wall herself. And the spear is coming in defense. There's another scout though. It's not gonna be GG just yet. Lithuanians are still good. Motastic! Thank you so much for 4 months of Prime. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Mo. Let's go. That's a lot of scouts. 6 on the field and only 3 for Classicpro. Villager might go down here. Oh, scout went down for Liereyy. Classicpro is microing this like crazy. They both have a couple of seconds of idle TC time, but nothing too bad. Nothing too bad, right? That will fight back, but I feel like she might die. She might die because those are scouts with forging. Oh, she quick wall herself. Before that, spear is necessary here. The spear is necessary, and he's going to save her, but now berries are exposed, and there's another scout coming from the south. Oh, he's just gonna ignore. This is very micro intensive. Both of the players are playing super well. Liereyy is putting down the is putting up the aggression for now. Meanwhile, he's very open in his base. He didn't invest it in a lot of spears since he's the one putting aggression. I feel like he's just putting down farms, trying to be annoying in Classicpro's base, try to keep him here. But Classicpro is like, I have spears, I invested in a lot of army, I am walled, I don't care about your scouts, now I'm going forward, and Liereyy is not walled. And it's only one single spear here. However, Lierey's resources are looking very good. He's gonna be able to click up to next stage in a couple of seconds. Yeah. Well... Raven with the 6 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you, Raven. And there's the sub goal being reached. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you, man. You've been showing an insane amount of support lately to the stream, and yeah, maybe I don't tell you guys enough, but I really appreciate all of the work you're doing for this channel. Thank you. And there he is. Liereyy is on the way up to Castle Age. Quick walling Classicpro scouts. Viper, get out of Lierey's account. That was really good. Classicpro is up as well. And now Liereyy is getting bloodlines, he's getting armor, and his scouts are going to be full upgraded. They're only going to be ready for the light cap upgrade. Oh, these poor villagers are outside the city. They're walled out. And they're gonna have to pay attention to the overchops there. Aw, thank you, Raven. Appreciate it a lot. And yeah, Classicpro is getting bloodlines as well. He's still missing forging or armor. He's getting forging now. But his resources are not looking as good as Lierey's. And he only has 2 scouts that are ready to be a light cap soon. Hype training coming. Oh. Maybe. Thank you, Jiggy, for a 50 bits. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Lightcav is here. And was that smart from Liereyy? I'm not sure. Now, Classicpro trapped him. Does have a couple of spears here. Hi, Salad. How's it going? Thank you, Raven, for 100 bits. Thank you. But a couple of villagers are going down. Now, Classicpro open with a couple of knights just to clear all of this light gap out. And he's getting down a monastery. Don't forget that Lithuanian monasteries are working 20% faster. Oh, wow, what's I... No. It was about them. It was about them all along. The overchops. Rip. 2-0 for Liereyy. I feel like Classicpro knew that he's a bit behind. He was behind 6 villagers. Just lost 5. And he has a bit more idle TC time. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, that was maybe... Yeah, resources collected are not very... It's not a big difference between them, right? But... Hey, Moo. Hey, welcome. That was pretty well played from Liereyy. Always putting aggression into your opponent's base. So you don't need to focus too much on microing yours, I mean. You got emojis, let's go. Let's go. This is a whole new dimension, like it was for me when I discovered them. I think I laughed so much for 2 days straight. Graveyards, right? Loss for Classicpro. Lithuanian loss, right? Against Magyar win. And it's going to be Coast to Mountain, the next map. And I think we're going to see either Mongols Byzantines or Mongols Lithuanians. Well, it's going to be Mongols for sure from Liereyy. It's going to be Mongols Malians, yeah. Let me change them again. Okay, guys, welcome to game number 3. We have Liereyy in blue. I changed them. Playing against the Mongols versus Classicpro in red, playing as Malians. Now, I do get both of the picks. Mongols can be insane on this map with this amount of hunt. Now, Mongols do get gathered from hunt 40% faster. So that can guarantee Liereyy a very, very fast uptime. This map is a nomad start. Players can opt to go for the TC down immediately or to walk a bit with the villagers towards a patch of hunt or maybe woodlines here in the north. We've seen players going for that strat as well. But, well, obviously I feel like the most effective method is to put the TC down immediately to just have production for your villagers, have more vills. Now, Liereyy went immediately on straggler trees with all of his villagers before sending for an elephant. That gave him time to put down a dock and match Classicpro's start. Classicpro already has a dock himself and a fishing ship. Since he's Malians, he gets a discount, a wood discount on his building. I forgot about the mod again. I'm sorry if this is ugly for your precious eyes. Guys, I know you have been complaining about this mod a lot. And now I just noticed it. So yeah, though Classicpro is going earlier for a lumber camp, and Liereyy is going to do the same. This is fine. It is fine. Liereyy is actually ahead. Why is Liereyy ahead? Was Classicpro forced to get loom? No. Well, he has two fishing ships. But Classicpro is going to match that in a second. But he had two fishing ships for longer, so his food income is going to be better. That paired up with the fact that that's what his third elephant. I haven't been paying attention. Maybe only his second. He's still at 16 pop. But still has two here in the back, and he goes up at 17 population, 15 villagers and 2 fishing ships. Yeah, he went earlier for stragglers instead of a lumber camp, and then he went later for a lumber camp. But this is an absolutely insane uptime for Liereyy on a hybrid map. That's honestly impressive. Classicpro is at 20 pop. He's getting loom, and he's gonna click up after it as well. I wonder if Liereyy is going to go for a second dock. I don't feel that it's necessary since he's going to be up so much faster. One fire ship to rule them all, right? With one fire ship, he can completely take Classicpro's fish and have a smooth transition to the next to land aggression. I mean, he's on gold. He's with 2 on gold, so maybe an archery range opening eventually. There is one fire using Q, getting loom. He went even without loom, so that's insane on this map. This uptime is... He does have the wood for a barracks, but I don't think he's gonna go for it. And now Classicpro is putting down a second dock, so he's gonna go for a second dock as well. Yeah. Which I don't mind. Right? You already... I don't know. Yeah, you're not forced to invest into feudal army since Classicpro can just wall his wood lines here and his gold, or just put a tower down, and all of this is almost completely defended. Classicpro stole 1 sheep from Liereyy here. Liereyy still has 1 elephant, by the way. He's super... Look at her. Look at her. Just look at her. Work! Like, it's literally here. I mean, I guess this village is on... Work! Do something! I mean... Okay. I thought that was on purpose. I thought he was trying to stop villagers from dropping wood on their mining camp. On their lumber camp. What am I talking about? Okay. What's happening on water? Classicpro got a demo out, I mean. And that's gonna be able to help him. Possibly. Liereyy matched his demo, and he's repairing. He's doing a great micro here. He's repairing the low HP fires. Now Classic Pro's getting Town Watch. I think he was expecting some land aggression with that fast uptime. He wasn't housed or anything, but he just wants to see what is Liereyy cooking. He's constantly keeping his camel around. Liereyy did kill one fishing ship. There's one Eco KD here. And... wait. Only woman's looking in gold mine? In Lierey's? No, there's a man here as well. Also, Liereyy only has females here. Lol. The demographics are looking amazing for him. Wait, it's the same for Classicpro. Female exploitation. Lol, it's actually the same for Classicpro as well. What's happening on water? Seems like Lierey's doing a pretty decent job at winning it, right? Classicpro is investing even more into it, but I know. I mean, this is good because on one. My brain froze. I'm sorry. Oh, I need to sleep. I'm so sorry. I wanted to say that on one hand, this forces Liereyy to yes, on one hand, this forces Liereyy to invest more into water, just to match his investment and to win it. But on the other hand, it's not worth it for him. I feel like there's no fish to protect, and there's no way. I feel like he should just make a demo and try to snipe Lierey's fish. Liereyy is completely walling his base and he's up to Castle Age. 1 minute away. That's going to be an absolute sick uptime for this map. Classicpro is still so far away from clicking up. And what is he gonna go into? Barracks, and please tell me, please, I want stable and steppies! Yes! It's gonna be a stable. Probably a couple of knights first, but I wanna see a steppy. Now, Classicpro has 2 archers here. No fletching though. No fletching, but I mean, Liereyy just has all this area walled. Didn't sell his stone either. So, stab lancers, please, 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 please. That would be absolutely amazing. Yeah, Lierey's fish here is still alive. Only 2 fishing ships, but they did the work, and yes! Liereyy knows. Lierey's a gamer. Yeah. GG called. Game number 3. Sorry, nerf. Stab lancers, please. Yeah, see, uptime difference. Return to map. Uptime difference. Classicpro invested way more in water and still lost it. Better working efficiency though. No lancers. They were in production. They were in the making. Oh, he was ahead in bills. Less resources collected though. Kudos to Classic though, especially in the first game. There were good games. There were good games, but Liereyy is just one of the goats. Okay, I guess that concludes our first set of Platinum League. Liereyy starting strong here with a 3-0. Mongols won against Malians. Yeah, Mongols are just so strong on that map. Really does not play the game for weeks, months, come back and slap anyone. That's why he's top 3, right? I feel like that's one of the reasons he's top 3. He can do that. Not a whole lot of players are doing that. You see them often taking taking a vacation sometimes, and then like after 3 weeks they come back and you see a title of derusting or getting back in shape, and then like keep saying in the first stream that sorry guys about bad games, like I'm just getting back in shape. And then like you see Liereyy not playing the game for like almost 1 year, and then like there's a tournament happening and he's coming back and he's like just casually 3-0ing someone. Yeah, exactly. It's funny, like I remember I think it was Delicious World Cup where they played, and I think Liereyy played in one of the games. And then like Hera kept laughing about it, like do you even remember how to play this game? And he was like struggling with the Civ that suffered a lot of changes after the patch. I think it was exactly after the Vietnamese were changed or something. I remember exactly, but it was hilarious. Yeah, he doesn't even know the Civ sometimes. Like obviously, if you don't play the games, but it's just nah. He's an amazing player, obviously, and talented. The proof that yeah, talent is something you need as well, right? There's that dose that is making a difference. It's not like he's putting an insane amount of work and hours into it, right? Oh, I forgot I added this. That is amazing. I completely forgot I added this. What's the next set going to be? Ganji Balls. T90 will be sharing the second set after the first one has finished. Alrighty. Let me prepare the overlay for this as well. What is this? Don't ask. More DJs emote have been added in. I'm at max slots on BT